Hello everyone, it's Chris the Batman Statue Collector, your Dark Knight of Collecting, and welcome back to Brotherhood of the Bat Collectibles, and boy do I have a special treat for you. As promised, I am going to be comparing and contrasting the OG Harley Quinn premium format from Sideshow Collectibles with the newer version of her that's here on this side, and I'm really excited to show you both of them and give you my thoughts. Now, I've had the OG right here for a very long time. She has had a great place in the case back there behind her. But at the end of the day, I decided, okay, I need to see if this new one here, this newer version of Harley Quinn from Sideshow Collectibles, is a better choice. Does it work better in my case? Because I have been upgrading to the newer premium formats over the last few months. Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you, I have already chosen which Harley is going in the case. Can you guys predict right now in the comments down below which one I'm going to pick? See if you can do it, because I will have chosen. Actually, I already have chosen, and I'll let you know at the end of this video, okay? So let's start with the bases first, okay? And right off the bat, you can really see a big difference in the size of the bases. The OG base here is very cool. I love the theater masks. I've always really liked this look. I think it looks really fun, and it's just a really nice nod to the Joker as well. It's that round base which a lot of the original premium formats had. You can see the kind of the wood grain look on the top, kind of a theater floor. And this thing does not take up very much room, but you can really see when you look at the two of these, you can really see a difference here in size. Of course, this newer version is going to take up more space, but it is more dynamic. There's a lot more going on. You've got the dynamite sticks and the theater lights, carnival lights, the paint, the broken wood, the can in the back. So it really depends on kind of what look you like. I do kind of like that this one is kind of a simplistic look, and I like that this one takes up a little less space, especially in my case. But I do like this one because, you know, it's more dynamic. There's more things going on. It's exciting. It tells a story more than the old version does. So, you know, it's hard to pick. Which one do you guys think is a better choice? Hard to say. Let's move up the figures, and we're going to look at the OG Harley. We're going to look at the bodies next, okay? The bodies on this one. This body is a mixed media body, which means it's sculpted, but then there's fabric over the top. So the boots are sculpted, but at the same time, the clothes themselves are cloth. Some people really like mixed media. Some people hate mixed media. I'm somebody that doesn't mind it. The problem, though, sometimes is you don't get all the details with mixed media. Okay, let's look at the hands here. Nicely sculpted. The area around her neck, nicely sculpted. It's all very nicely sculpted. It's got more of a museum pose body, straight up and down, little twist at the bottom. Then let's look at this body. The new body is fully sculpted. Same look with the hammer, the mallet. But this one has no cloth elements. It's all painted. This one's very shiny. It's also got kind of a satin look for the black areas. I like that the collar is flying up. It shows that she's in movement. I like that a lot compared to the OG. I don't love all these little bells and whistles they put on her in the back. They're okay, but they're not necessary in my eyes. I love the shininess. Love the extra details on the boots. I think that the boots definitely win on this one compared to the OG that's just kind of a plain boot. Not too much going on with them. Still nice though. You have the triangles on her sides of her legs. So these are all the same, you know, very similar look again. These, of course, are kind of like a decal that's on the side. So again, which do you prefer? Do you prefer a fully sculpted look, or do you prefer a fabric look? Me personally, I am kind of going with the more slick look, the sculpted look. And as my collection continues to change, I don't have any fabric back there other than the Joker. The Joker is my only fabric, and I guess you can count the cape as well, the cape. Well, I'm going to take that back. There's also Bane has his pants, and Killer Croc has his pants, so there still is some fabric back there, now that I'm thinking about it. Definitely could represent, so maybe the OG could still fit in just nicely. Okay, so let me kind of go back again and show you the poses. Museum pose versus a little bit more dynamic. Show you from this side. Again, a little bit more dynamic. All right, let's look at head sculpts. OG head sculpt here. Crazy eyes. Really nice. It's a nice sculpt. It's maybe a little bit more comic book cartoony looking, but still really nice. And let's compare that to this face. This face is more modern looking. I feel like it's more, or at least better sculpted in my opinion. There's a lot more detail to her. I feel like she shows her craziness just a little bit more in this head sculpt as opposed to this one. A little bit more simplistic. This was sculpted in a little bit more simplistic time. These were all hand sculpted. This one was digitally sculpted, so it makes a big difference in the amount of detail you're going to get in these pieces. It's not saying just because this one's more simple, it's not as good. It's not what I'm saying at all. It just comes down to preference. So do you like that head sculpt, or do you like this head sculpt? So whenever we're talking about pose here, one thing that I think that the OG does better is you're looking right at her face. You know, from any angle you see her face. From this piece, though, you can't see her angle or her face from certain angles very well. You know, if you're sitting down, you're getting this. So I do feel like in that regard, the OG does work better. But I do like the dynamic pose, and I really like the head sculpt on the new one. So what I want to show you now is the Unmasked Portraits. I have her, which was part of the exclusive. I do have the exclusive on her, and it was the blonde hair, and we also have blonde hair on this one. Let's swap them out and compare and contrast those. All right, so now I have the two unmasked versions, and you can really see a difference here. This is the exclusive, and a lot of people don't know this one. This one is not seen all that often. Obviously, she's got the tongue sticking out look. It's still well sculpted. It's, you know, again, hand sculpted, but it is, you know, definitely a little bit different look than this one right here. You can just really see the difference in technique and paint application. I feel like the hair looks a lot better on the modern version. Of course, you know, the paint on the neck. Whereas this one is still fun. It definitely shows Harley Quinn's attitude. But I just don't feel like it's, you know, quite as good as the Jester, the masked version of her on both portraits, actually. I like the other one on both. But her tongue sticking out does make it fun. Again, the hair is decent, but it's just nothing spectacular in my opinion. I feel like the hair, I mean, you can really see the difference in hair quality here. Just the lines of the hair, the sculpt. It's got a little bit more color to it, whereas this one is pretty, just, you know, kind of this light yellow, no real shading to it. It's also got some weird kind of lines to it right there. You can see the line. It's like it was just kind of glued on the top. So again, this was an early piece from Sideshow in terms of DC, whereas this one is just, in my opinion, just better sculpted. So let me show you again the two, what they look like side by side. I'm going to go ahead and put the other versions back on, and I'll give you my final thoughts on this piece. Alright, so here they are once again side by side, and I'm going to say that the new premium format is just incredibly detailed. I love the pose. I think it's very well done. I love the Jester look. I also feel like the OG piece still stands up. I think that they are both well executed and they both serve their purpose. They are both a great representation of the Harley Quinn character, that classic jester look, which I really like. Now, of course, Harley Quinn these days, she doesn't always have that look anymore. But for my case, I definitely still wanted this look. I might still pick up the Hell on Wheels, which is a piece that's coming out, because it is definitely a more of a modern take. It's, of course, got the skates and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I wanted this look in my case. And I have made a decision. And I have decided to go with the new one. This is the one that I'm going to be putting in the case. I'm going to show you her in the case here in just a second. It's not to say that I don't still like this piece. This one has a lot of sentimental value to me. But I will be selling this piece. If you're interested, please let me know. It is exclusive. There is a slight blemish on the exclusive I will tell you about if you're interested. But this is a rarer piece. It's harder to find. So I will be selling her if you're interested. I know some people are still looking for her, but I am going to be updating my case with this one right here. So without further ado, let me show you what she looks like in the case back there behind him. All right, so here's an updated look at the case, and I was really worried that she wouldn't work all that well with Joker, but I do feel like she does. And one thing I really liked was I like this pose here, like where she's going to be hitting Batman. I like that she's back there. In person, it's way better than on camera. I don't know how to describe it. On camera, she doesn't look quite as good, or in photos, she doesn't look quite as good. But, I mean, just look at that. Look how great she is there. She's just revving up to hit Batman there. Of course, she's got her pudding there in front. Again, I was really worried that Joker wouldn't work. He's my last piece of the original line, and I hope I never get rid of him. I hope I don't. Sideshow would have to do something really incredible to change my mind. But I do feel like this still works. I feel like it looks really good in the case. Adds a little bit of motion to it. And it definitely tells the story. Of course, you have Catwoman and Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn all kind of close together, surrounded by Batman, and Harley is back here just trying to take him out. So I do feel like the angle works really well. I might put her down a little bit lower, possibly, but I do actually like her up there a little bit higher. I think it works really well. Again, this is what I see whenever I'm walking and looking at the case. I'm 6'2", and so this is the angle I get, and I think it looks really good. I really like all of them together. This space right here is probably going to be Mr. Freeze. I have no idea where Scarecrow is going to go. I'm going to have to definitely build a bigger case by the time I get him. So anyway, let me know your thoughts down below. Did I make the right choice? Was I crazy to want to sell the OG piece? Please let me know your thoughts. And again, if you're interested, hit me up. I might still have her available. So anyway, I'm really happy. I am really, really happy. I'm so glad I finally decided to get her, because I just feel like she really works now in this case. I feel like the other one always just kind of drifted in the background, but this one to me is exciting, and she looks really good in the case. Again, I just like that she's going to hit Batman. I love that look. So anyway, leave me your comments down below. Sorry, I'm so tongue-tied there, but leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think. And as always, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave. Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these two awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.